Welcome back, everyone. I'm Zell, and today we're looking at this little guy. It's the Civivi Incite in our makeshift studio here, filming off phones and using table lights for lighting. It's fun. Anyhow, getting a look at this guy. It is really cool. We'll get the price out of the way first. We're between 70 and 80 bucks depending on what finish you get. And there are some wood finishes, there are some G10 finishes, and there's these G10 and carbon fiber finishes. I'm really digging the G10 and carbon fiber, especially in this blue. That is super cool. So let's look and see what you get with your Civivi Incite. Well, first off, G10 and carbon fiber for your scale material, stainless screws, and man, I like it whenever they just leave them plain colored like that. We have a slightly different pivot than what we're used to seeing in the Civivi knives. I like it though, very simple, very understated, just a C. I like that a lot. We've got just the standard pivot cap on the other side, or pivot screw. And satin pocket clip, check that out. I do like the satin pocket clip that comes on this, a lot better than the shiny stuff, really freaking cool. And satin liners. We got a G10 Back Spacer, and wow. And there you go, minute and 30 seconds, and we have opened the knife for all of the whiners. Anyhow, and guys, just so you know, we'll do our comparisons here. I am doing these videos for fun. YouTube is probably never ever going to make me any cash. So if you don't like the way I do the videos, if you don't want to be picked on for your ridiculous comments, go somewhere else to watch your videos, because the Incite is fun. And a fun knife like this, I'm going to have fun with it, and you may get your little feelings hurt. So, there you go. I played it straight up too long. It's time to have a little fun with this. Anyhow, the Incite is a, what was exactly, our blade length is 3.7. And that comes out to, I don't know, in metric. We'll find out, though, won't we? We got the massive caliper. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. We are about 93 millimeters right there. What a deal. So just under 100 millimeters, 3.7 inches. We'll get our other measurement that everybody seems to want to see. And boom. Almost. Can we see it in there? Yeah. That's 105 millimeters, probably a little less than that. These measurements are never exact. Right about 4 inches for our total grip area. And wow. Thickness, everybody's going to want to see thickness, so we'll do a thickness. We're at just over half an inch in thickness. This is a big beastie of a knife. This is a hand filler, a go out and user. It's a very much like your Manix 2, the full size one, or the full G10 one. It's that hand filler, kind of a pancake of a knife, a little thick, a little everything that everyone complains about, but whenever you put it in your hand, it's exactly what you want to use. And basically, it's a knife for the stat nerd, not for the stat nerds. It's a knife for those that are actually going to put it in their hand and go out and use it, because the stat nerds will turn their nose up at this guy. It's too fat, it's too everything, weighs too much at, what was it? 4.3 ounces or so. We'll get carrot weight, because that's fun. Come on. Oh, we're on carats to start with. We're 643.5 carats and 129 grams and 4.54 ounces. So it weighs in slightly more than what Wii says it does, and that's fine. That could be for me using it and getting some crap on it, because that isn't a whole lot. Or it could just be, discrepancy in my scale. But there you go. On the outside, this layered G10 is pretty freaking cool. What they have done is you have a really thin layer of carbon fiber. We can see it maybe here on the end. Let me arrange our lights. There we go. you have a thin layer of carbon fiber, a thin layer of G10, and then whenever you contour the handle, you come up with this, and that is super cool. I really like that a lot. Makes for some neat, well, you guys know, just looks freaking cool. Ergonomically, you know, it's big, it fills the hand. We only have one bump here, so you can do your draw cuts pretty comfortably. This right here, you know, that depends on the size of your fingers. Jimping, hey, we're maybe within office hand category, maybe not. I'm going to say yes, and you guys can comment me all to smithereens whenever it tears up your office thumbs or office fingers. But that's okay. I can take it. I don't remember if I said we got a G10 Back Spacer or not, but it's back there, and they did set this guy in just inside the frame, which is always nice whenever you're not worried about size in the knife. To just let that happen, let that hide back there. That way you don't have to stick anything out, or you don't have a crazy round hole in there. Good design choice. And we are liner lock, and we are all milled out in there. Done really well. Our action is, well, it's a wee action right there. Stainless ball bearings, and I think these things still have a ceramic detent in them. That would only make sense to be in the ceramic detent. And there goes the printer, but you guys have to just live through that. And we have a swedge up here, high flat grind. Everything that you need in a beast of a knife is what you get with this guy. And there you go. I don't think we need to take it any further. The design choices here are good. It's a D2 material. Do be aware, D2 is not a stainless. And one thing I did want to get across in this video is I am really curious what you guys' thoughts are on steel. I would like for the D2 honeymoon period to be over and go back to using some stainlesses. And there are some stainlesses out there. There's N690, N695, there's 440C, there's 14C28N, and hopefully some that you guys can fill in for me. Let me know what you would like to see. I have had some industry folks asking about that, and I haven't had a good answer for them because they're looking and wanting to try to find a stainless to put in knives between $50 and about $125 in place of the D2 on some of the knives so that they have a stainless. And to me, it sounds like a great idea because D2 will discolor on you fairly easily, especially if you live in a humid environment or a very hot environment where you might be sweating near the knife. So let me know about stainlesses in those price ranges. Now, don't tell me that you want a CS35V and an M390 and 20CV and 204P, because, guys, that's just not going to happen yet. But make some suggestions on steels for that price range, and I'll bend the ears of the industry pros, and maybe we'll start to see some. But anyhow, Civivi Incite. This is a big, beastie bruiser of a knife with, I think we're 120 thousandths thick blade stock that is ready to go out and work for you. It's nice and thinly ground. Should be, well, I can tell you, I'm probably not going to carry it because I've got some other knives that I would prefer to carry in this size range. But for the person who wants to get out there and get the job done and wants something that is a bit slicey with that nice thin blade stock and tall flat grind, I just don't see where you're going to do a whole lot better than the Civivi Incite. So let me know about the steels. Enjoy the Incite. The Incite is a really cool knife from Civivi Knife Company, and you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.